The Summer Olympics, the X-Files, and Arnold Palmer are all on this day. Hey, welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is September 10th, 2020. It is the 254th day of the year. There are 112 days left in 2020. It's also the 37th Thursday and the 82nd day of summer. We got 12 days left until fall, and I'm in Oregon, and we're ablaze right now like most of the West Coast. We need some rain. Let's hope for rain. If today's your birthday, your birthstone is a sapphire. Today is World Suicide Prevention Day. World Suicide Prevention Day promotes worldwide movements to prevent suicide. World Suicide Day gives organizations, governments, agencies, and individuals a chance to promote awareness about the mental illness associated with suicide. World Suicide Prevention Day is observed annually on September 10th in the United States. All right, let's see what else September 10th has given us. 1776, during the American Revolutionary War, Nathan Hale volunteers to be a spy for the Continental Army. Unfortunately, he was captured 12 days later by the British and executed. He has long been considered an American hero, and in 1985, he was officially designated the State Hero of Connecticut. 1897, the Vladimir Massacre. A sheriff's posse kills 19 unarmed striking immigrant miners in Vladimir, Pennsylvania. The miners were mostly Polish, Slavic, and German. The day started with a protest of about 300 to 400 unarmed strikers marching on a coal mine owned by Calvin Pardee at the town of Vladimir. The demonstrators were confronted by law enforcement officials several times on the road and ordered to disperse, but kept marching. As a result, they started shooting them. 1936, the first World Individual Motorcycle Speedway Championship is held in London's Wembley Stadium. There is evidence that shows that they'd had other races in Australia and the United States before the World War I, but this was the first internationally advertised motorcycle championship. 1939, World War II, the Canadian Declaration of War on Germany receives royal assent. 1960, at the Summer Olympics in Rome, Abi Bilikia becomes the first sub-Saharan African to win a gold medal, winning the marathon in bare feet. Abi purchased new running shoes, but they didn't fit well. They gave him blisters, so he just made the decision to run barefoot. Yeah, I'm sorry if I mispronounce his name. I have no idea how to say it. I apologize to Mr. Abid's family and anyone else that's offended by my lack of ability to pronounce sub-African names. 1967, the people of Gibraltar vote to remain a British dependency rather than becoming part of Spain. A new constitution was passed in 1969. This is when the Spanish government closed the border between Spain and Gibraltar, cutting off all contacts and severely restricting movement. The border was not fully reopened until February of 1985. To this day, it is still a sovereign state of the United Kingdom. 2000, Operation Baras successfully frees 6 British soldiers held captive for over 2 weeks and contributes to the end of the Sierra Leone Civil War. The soldiers were being held by a militia group known as the West Side Boys. The British Army negotiated the release of the 6 men. However, the negotiations led to unrealistic demands, which became basically a delay in tactics. These guys were asking for all kinds of weird stuff. Whenever the British would agree to it, they'd demand more stuff after there was already an agreement, and it just kept going on and on, so they decided to go in there guns a-blazing. As a result of the operation, at least 25 West Side Boys were killed in the assault, as was 1 British soldier, while 18 West Side Boys, including the gang's leader, were taken prisoner and later transferred into custody of Sierra Leone police. Movies, music, and TV released on September 10th. Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana, 1991. Probably one of the greatest albums of all time, is released on this day in 1991. Amazing album. I didn't like it at first, but as the years went on, I really grew to love Nirvana. 1993, True Romance is released. This was a great movie. It starred Brad Pitt, Christian Slater, Gary Oldman, Samuel L. Jackson, Christopher Walken, Patricia Arquette, James Gandolfini, Dennis Hopper, Chris Penn. Everyone was in this movie. It was written by Quentin Tarantino, but he decided to sell it because he wanted to direct it at first, but he was running into problems with that, so he just sold the script. And a lot of Brad Pitt's lines in this movie were totally improvised. Great movie, though. Also premiered on September 10th, same day, 1993, The X-Files premiered. Great series. That one's another one. I watch it in reruns. I never watched it when it originally came out. I wasn't into it, but later on I started watching it. It was great. Born on September 10th, 1929, Arnold Palmer, great golfer, champion PGA golfer known as the King. He won 4 Masters tournaments from 1958 to 1964, as well as 2 Open championships and the 1960 U.S. Open. He was named the PGA Player of the Year in 1960 and 1962 and was inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 1974. And he liked drinking lemonade and iced tea mixed together. To this day, it's known as Arnold Palmer. 1950, Joe Perry, American singer, songwriter, and guitarist. He is best known as the lead guitarist and founding member of the American rock band Aerosmith. Pretty cool. 1963, Randy Johnson, the Big Unit, is born. American baseball player and actor. Okay, so Randy Johnson was a great pitcher, don't get me wrong, but one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, if you look up pitcher hits bird, he's throwing a pitch, and just as a bird is passing between him and the batter, this is during a major league game, it just explodes this thing of feathers. It's amazing. You should YouTube it sometime. It's great. Died on September 10th, 2011, Cliff Robertson, American actor. He portrayed a young John F. Kennedy in the 1963 film PT 109. His last well-known film appearance was as Uncle Ben in the 2000 to 2007 Spider-Man trilogy. He died at the age of 88 due to natural causes. Alright, that's today's video. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out and have a great day, because this is a boring day in history. Not a lot happened, really. But hey, maybe tomorrow will be better. Don't forget all the links below. Subscribe if you haven't. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.